If we are responsible, the future will be good for the future generations. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023, Chapter 6, Offences Affecting the Human Body. Welcome to our overview of Chapter 6. Section 100 defines culpable homicide as causing death with the intention or knowledge that such actions are likely to cause death. It includes scenarios where someone accelerates death due to pre-existing conditions, or when a child in the womb is harmed but is born alive. Section 101 clarifies when culpable homicide amounts to murder. This includes acts done with the intention to cause death, cause bodily injury likely to result in death, or actions so dangerous they are likely to cause death. Exceptions include acts done under grave provocation, self-defense, public servant duties, or sudden fights without premeditation. Section 102 explains that if an act intended to kill one person results in the death of another, it is treated as if the intended person was killed. Section 103 states that murder is punishable by death or life imprisonment, especially when committed by a group on discriminatory grounds. Life imprisonment here means for the natural life of the person. Section 104 states that a person already serving a life sentence who commits murder will face death or life imprisonment. Section 105 covers culpable homicide not amounting to murder, with penalties ranging from life imprisonment to 10 years, depending on the intention or knowledge involved. Section 106 penalizes causing death by rash or negligent acts with up to 5 years imprisonment. Medical practitioners performing negligent acts face up to 2 years. Section 107 deals with abetment of suicide, imposing severe penalties, including death, for abetting suicide in vulnerable individuals. Section 108 punishes abetment of suicide with up to 10 years imprisonment. Section 109 and 110 address attempts and acts with intentions similar to culpable homicide or murder, with penalties based on the severity of harm caused. Sections 111 to 113 define organized crime and terrorism, imposing severe penalties including death and life imprisonment. Organized crime involves continuous unlawful activities, while terrorism includes acts intended to threaten national security or strike terror. Section 114 defines hurt as causing bodily pain, disease, or infirmity. Section 115 specifies penalties for voluntarily causing hurt, with up to 1 year imprisonment. Section 116 outlines grievous hurt, including severe injuries or conditions causing long-term pain or disability. Section 117 and 118 address voluntarily causing grievous hurt, with penalties up to life imprisonment. Sections 119 to 123 cover causing hurt for extortion, confessions, or using harmful substances, with severe penalties for grievous hurt or harm. Section 124 penalizes causing permanent damage or deformity, especially through acid attacks, with imprisonment for 10 years to life. Section 125 punishes rash or negligent acts endangering life, with up to 3 months imprisonment. Sections 126 and 127 define wrongful restraint and confinement, with penalties based on the duration and severity of the confinement. Section 128 and 129 address criminal force, defining it as using force without consent to cause harm or fear. Section 130 defines assault, including gestures causing apprehension of force. Sections 131 to 136 address various forms of assault and criminal force, including those against public servants and attempts to commit theft or wrongful confinement. Sections 137 to 140 cover kidnapping and abduction, including specific penalties for kidnapping for begging, murder, or unlawful confinement. Section 141 penalizes importing minors for illicit purposes, with up to 10 years imprisonment. Sections 142 to 146 address trafficking, exploitation, and forced labor. Trafficking is severely penalized, especially involving children or repeated offenses. Exploiting trafficked individuals for sexual purposes or habitual dealing in slaves also carries heavy penalties. This concludes our summary of Chapter 6, Offences Affecting the Human Body, from the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, 2023. Stay tuned to Info 9 Cyber Media for more insights. Stay informed. Live in comfort.